Assistant Gabriel Cousins, MD, at the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center. We're going to talk a little bit more in that genre of people that are really, trying to do a pretty high percentage of live foods, in that 85 to 100% for an extended period of time. I've been working with live foods since '73, and anyway, these are some of my observations after being in practice for 30 years and my own experiences. The most common thing that I've seen over the years, as well as with guests passing through the Tree of Life and some of the staff, is 3 challenges. So live foods, it all really depends on the application. You can do 100% live foods and get really weak and really sick and really run down and not look or feel great, or you can do 100% live foods and you can be earth-shatteringly healthy and really rejuvenate yourself. It really has to do with understanding a lot of subtleties and nuances, and it's a little bit, dialing it in can be a little bit more challenging than just reading a few live food books and listening to a couple of other people that have done it for a year or two and think that they're now experts in this area. What I have seen myself, 3 big challenges with a very high percentage of extended live food diet is one, B12 deficiency, and Dr. Cousins himself has gone back and forth on this from the B12s in certain supplements being analogs, as well as in the E3 Live and spirulina, and not really being assimilable to, they are assimilable. So I found personally that my own, having an understanding of running lab diagnostics and, a medical education, I found that my own blood profile, because I'll usually run a 4-page profile every 90 days, and by giving myself B12 injections intramuscularly, there was actually quite a dramatic improvement in my blood indices. And so I think that's something you want to explore. I tend to think in terms of that's a good thing to do, maybe weekly for a while, depending on your situation, and then maybe a little bit less after that. But you might want to explore that, and we'll discuss this topic further in the future. We do B12 shots at the Tree of Life, and so that's something that Dr. Cousins has also experienced in his clinical practice. Other 2 really common things you need to think and look about. Protein deficiency. I know this is a very controversial subject, and I've tried it always from, fruitarian for long periods of time to very low protein, and my feelings are that a lot of people that do an extended live food diet tend to be protein deficient at a certain point. So it's a cycle of cleansing and rebuilding, and you need to strength train, and you need to get the right kinds of protein in at the right time to actually rebuild new healthy tissue, which may enable you to go into another cycle of cleansing deeper, but you just can't keep cleansing. This is, Dr. Cousins and I are both of the opinion that the highest energetic vibrational form of protein, as well as nutrient-dense food, and highest consciousness is really the E3 Live as a base. And you should be really experimenting, giving yourself a chance to experience that, because my feelings are that you could have 60, 75, even higher percentage of your protein coming from the E3 Live, but you're going to have to be taking a lot of it. There's a lot of other reasons why that's important, but that's going to rebuild the healthiest, strongest cells, and it's this cycle of cleansing and rebuilding. Really controlling the cleansing reaction in the beginning is one of the most important things, and we'll get into this more. 4 times the chlorophyll of wheatgrass juice, so it's going to help with weight loss if you need that. It can help with rebuilding if you're underweight. The third thing is a shortage of long-chain omega-3 fatty acids. Now that's just not medium and long chain, which you can get in like flaxseed, hemp seed, whatever. The long chain omega-3s are the EPA and the DHA, which make up to 50% of your brain and central nervous system. That's really important, and actually, for the most part, the only vegan source of that is concentrates from blue-green algae or blue-green algae itself, but you need to take a lot of that. David Wolfe has used krill oil himself at times, and also so have I. I think there's a place when you're really depleted, or if you've been nutritionally starved or whatever over a long period of time. Most Americans are deficient in long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, so that's just so common. If you're just living on a phase 1, phase 1.5 diet, eating nuts, seeds, fruits, and vegetables, maybe not even the fruits, you're not going to get a lot of that without the blue-green algae, and so people get really deficient, and it may take a while to replenish yourself. And then there's needs for other parts of those fatty acids, but the long chain, the only vegan source is blue-green algae. So you need to kind of research that and get on it. If you have enough long-chain omega-3s, they're going to improve your mood, they're going to decrease inflammation, and they're going to also probably influence your cardiac profile as you get older. That's important. Getting enough protein, that's important, and the blue-green algae is a good place to start, and you have to make that a big part of your diet. And then the B12, and I do recommend, I've done it both ways, but I do recommend taking periodic intramuscular shots of B12, which you can get from your nurse or your doctor to possibly even prescribe it for you to administer yourself. That's Dr. George Cromack. If you're having any problems, if you're having some questions, feel free to email me, and I will do my best to point you in the right direction.